All right, now I've heard of a DUI, but an FUI? A FUI? I guess that's what we're going to watch today. But before we do, guys, if you can really quick, give that like button a little smash. I appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Now let's get into it.
It feels good breathing that fresh air. Feels good. Good morning. Say again? Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
You doing okay?
Yeah, fine.
When was the last time you had something to drink?
Last night?
About how many hours ago?
Like 10 hours ago, at least.
How many drinks did you have?
A few beers. That's it.
Define a few beers.
A few beers.
Define a few beers.
Like 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you drink?
Light beer. Miller Lite.
No light?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Who were you with?
My FO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to provide field sobriety with me right now?
No.
Why not?
There's no need.
Well, I can smell an odor consistent with an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
These.
What is that?
Rose.
Do you have any fresh ones that haven't been in your mouth?
Yeah. Right in my bag.
Okay.
I can smell it.
Tobacco or
Just nicotine.
Smells mini.
What's that, like nicotine?
my issue is I don't have a PBT. And like obviously it's a fully booked flight.
So what is that, 8 hours separated from the last drink? So you have that, you have a couple of 3 minutes. So we already have a report that says that it's possible there might be some inebriation. Someone just checked it and smelled alcohol, and then they reported to us.
Who would have done that?
Just telling you,
I understand.
we got the call.
I understand.
I can sense, or I have a smell of a adult beverage coming off of you. I don't know if it's coming off your mouth or your skin. If it's coming out the pores, I get it. But we got to do our thing, so we're trying to.
I think bro got one of those, like, on guard mustaches, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Do I see him?
Would you do field sobriety?
Sure.
Do you have a jacket or something? Because it's kind of
I
cold
do.
outside.
A sport where they do the sword fighting. I forget what it's called. That's what I think of.
I'm gonna do the eyes first. Just watch it. Because obviously I know you're not certified, so like I have to do it, but just watch for clues and stuff. Because this would be a brand new uncharted territory.
I talked to the first officer also.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk to the flight attendants? They were there too.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and do one separate. Do you have an e-gig con or pushback?
Yeah,
You do?
we do. I don't have my phone
This can go quickly, but just come over quick. Okay, so do you have any health issues? I'm sorry, you're a pilot, so you can't have any crazy health issues or any problems or anything. I noticed you wear contact or you got glasses.
I do.
Okay. So what I'm just going to ask you to do.
Can we just go away from the passenger?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, now I'm not a lawyer, okay, but I gotta say this. The FSTs, the field sobriety tests, from what I understand, most lawyers say don't take those. Like, at this point, pretty much, they're gonna take you in. They're gonna give you a breathalyzer anyways. The field sobriety tests seem to be very subjective. Like, they can find anything and say you failed it, from what I understand. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I just, and I definitely don't encourage drinking and driving or flying or boating or any of that. But from what I understand, you got to stay away from those field sobriety tests.
Okay, so all I need you to do is the tip of my pen right here, this little white tip. I'm going to move it back and forth. I need you to follow it with your eyes, your eyes only.
Not legal advice.
You don't have any issues doing that for me? Okay. So just pay attention with the tip of this pen. Really quick, okay?
He's moving his head. I don't think he's supposed to move his head. But that like hurts if it's all the way off over here. I don't know. Maybe I just need to stretch my eyes out. Stretch my eyes out. His hand tattoo looks like a tramp stamp. No hate. I'm just saying.
Alright, for this next exercise, I know it's kind of difficult because it's kind of at an incline, but just on here on this more flat surface, I need you to take a series of heel-toe steps. I'm going to explain it to you. What you're going to do is you're going to put your left foot or your right foot, whichever's more comfortable. I'm left-handed, so I'm using my right foot first. You're going to go heel-toe, and if you just take a step to the side really quick, you're just going to take a series of heel-toe steps and count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do that until you get to 10. So you count out
do the hokey pokey.
So you go heel toe.
Turn yourself
down. Put your arms out for balance. Do you have any issues with that?
No problem.
Okay.
I'll go up here so it gets well.
You can start right there. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Did you say we're gonna go the other way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See, like, I couldn't even do this sober, I feel like.
9.
I mean, I can do it, but you're going to have these little imperfections, like standing on one foot.
All right, if you
I can't do that. I can do it, but
all right, so this next
you're going to
test
catch me slipping every
is called
once
the
in a while.
one-legged stand. So what you're going to do is whichever foot you prefer, whichever one you feel like you have a stronger balance with, you're just going to, with your hands at your side, put your foot out in front of you like this, and you're going to hold it. You're just count out loud 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Don't start until I tell you to begin. Do you understand these instructions?
Sure.
Alright, here we begin.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000, 16.
Ooh, bro's confident in this one. Look at you, look back like you see that shit?
Just do me a favor and just hang out.
You saw that?
Here's a mince back. I just gotta go talk to them.
I saw that, bro. He doesn't seem very intoxicated, being honest.
Yeah. I saw it, the nice diagnosis. I didn't really see it in the walk-in turn, but I definitely saw the nice diagnosis. So at this point, would it be DUI less safe if it doesn't agree to a blood draw, or?
I'll get over everything and I'll flash out the statements. So whatever you saw is what I'll put on there. There can't be any. My only question is where do we go from here?
Being that there's not a sergeant on duty coming in, that's why I'm really.
I got a question, guys, real quick. Sorry to interrupt there, copping it up. I just flew on a plane for the first time in my life at like 33 years old, okay? And I went on a couple flights. It was all Southwest. Everybody tells me that Southwest is the way to go, apparently, because the pilots like to party. No, I'm kidding. But why? Why do other airlines suck? Just curious. Let me know in the comments. Allegedly like to party. I don't even know if this guy's drunk.
I don't know. It's a long time. I sent her an internship at the airport. I can get down the come off.
So my name's Corporal Vest. I'm the supervisor now with the Airport Police Department. So just you guys know, I had a few drinks last night.
I met you. We had a drink, yeah.
Okay. So my problem is that right now, today I'm talking to you. I don't smell anything coming off of you. I can smell a very strong odor, alcohol beverage coming off of him. And that's a huge issue, regardless in general, whether we were standing on the side of the road and the Toyota Camry was right next to you. It is an bigger issue because there's probably 100 million.
There's not that many people. It doesn't matter. That's not the point, yeah.
But the issue is I can detect it, and so obviously I don't know where you guys are based out of, where the hub is, but with the FSD that I just put him through, he did exhibit signs of impairment on top of the other officer as well. So I am going to make a phone call to my supervisor, but there's a very strong possibility, or very strong probability, that he's going to be taking the child under detention side for the willful intent to operate an aircraft while intoxicated. So if you need to start making some phone calls, I'm just going to start doing it. Okay.
Sorry, it's difficult to hear what they were saying, but I assume he's telling him, "Hey, you're gonna have to fly this thing alone, buddy." I don't think they would do that. I think you need a co-pilot, so I don't know what that means.
Do we have any blood kits down in the NHA still?
Blood test? Blood test?
For blood draw?
Not that I'm aware of. Usually I just do it on the side of the road, or they go back to the station for the toxicology. Okay, so got probably cause.
And I just talked to him, he immediately dropped his head as soon as I started talking. He's like, yeah, we went out for drinks. And I was like, okay, my issue is you smoke or feel fine. You breathe. And I was like, and I put into FST, he's exhibiting strong signs. So I've already told him to go ahead and start making the phone calls, because
Yeah, I told them I was sure, but
and it would be what, DUI for the willful intent of operating an aircraft?
yeah, because it's commercial. You can't have any impairment on a commercial aircraft. Like, it's like CDLs. You know, they don't have a presumptive alcohol level, so.
It would be kind of cool to be a pilot. Or it seems like it. God, could you imagine how pissed off the passengers have got to be right now? Like, they gotta be somewhere, they're trying to get on their vacation, going to see a loved one, maybe somebody's sick in the family, who knows, you know? People are flying for all different reasons, but oof. Oof.
So you think we should go up to the gate to do this, or take him up to the patrol car?
He needs to, he's not gonna want to.
Yeah.
They're making calls from the top. They're trying to figure out what they're gonna do on that. They're in.
Do me a favor, if you don't mind, or I can do it, like jog or run to the IHA and see if there's those white blood kits. Or actually, let me ask him first before we even do that. Alright, so do you have any personal belongings on the plane?
I do.
What do you have on there? Like just like your go bag and like a straw and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So my issue is I'm trained in standardized field sobriety, and you've exhibited strong signs, and even after speaking with your first pilot, like, the issue is, would you agree to a blood draw to test your blood alcohol content? No. Okay, well, the issue is when you agreed to the field sobriety, you exhibited the symptoms, and if you're refusing to a blood draw, that's DUI less safe for the willful intention to operate a commercial aircraft.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
How did I fail? I did everything.
The signs that you exhibited during those 3 tests, I'm able to articulate based off those.
See, that's why you can't, and I'm not encouraging anyone, again, to drink and drive or fly or whatever, but you can't take those things. Pretty much, like, they're going to take you in regardless. At least in some states. I don't know how it works in every state, but they're going to take you in. They're going to do a blood draw or give you a breathalyzer. Otherwise, you know, they could suspend your license. But, yeah, that stuff's just for them, man. That just helps them out. And it's all subjective.
And the odor coming off of your person, it's very consistent with DUI.
See, it's all the cop's word.
Okay. Well,
but of course, if he was innocent, he would be like, give me a breathalyzer.
So what's going to happen is if you don't agree to a blood draw, it'll be DUI less safe. You'll be booked into the Chatham County Detention Center, and we'll give you a phone call. You can, more than likely, because it's Tuesday, it's a weekday. But that's the route that we're going to have to take, unfortunately, okay?
okay. And if I did agree to a blood draw, then what?
I mean, that's just, it's part of the ongoing investigation, that it's like, you know, I did my part, but it's like your blood is the non-negotiable, like that'll prove whether or not it is what it is. So.
Okay, yeah, well.
But obviously, I can't coax you in it. You have your right, you said no. So based off that alone, and based off the field sobriety that you...
Even if I gave you blood, then nothing would change.
Okay.
Right?
That is your willful choice that you were willing to make, but based off the calls that we received stating that people down in TSA could smell what smelled like alcohol coming off of your breath, and they're not trained. I am trained in odor and alcohol impairment.
That's fine. I mean, nothing's going to change your mind. I didn't even talk to TSA today. I went to KCM.
It's operated by TSA.
Right. Okay. So, all right, I'll get my stuff, but whatever you gotta do.
Okay. My officer is gonna grab your stuff. If you don't mind, we're just gonna head up to the patrol car, so that way we don't have to do all in front of the public eye. As long as you just be cool, I'll be cool.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
but yeah, I'd like to. I can't grab my stuff myself.
yeah, if you would like to, we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you want some overtime, or do you want me to take it? Oh, just because I'm going to have to do
What if he made a flight announcement right now?
the refuse plug.
Skip it, so I want to get things squared away.
Yeah. 751 to 749. If you are off airport property, can you keep feet back here? What? Stick your head in there, just make sure he's not like dilly down.
These flight attendants got all the gossip they need right now. They used to be called stewardesses, right? And that's like offensive, I think. I don't know why that's offensive. What does that even mean? Drop it in the comments why. Please. Aw, man. These old folks are taking a nap. That sucks for those people. I mean, there's a lot of things that are worse in life than having a delayed flight, for sure, but, you know.
Do you have any bottled water up here?
How about canned? How do you feel about
Is
a
it sparkling?
can? No, it's just flat water. Do you have?
He's got some beers in there.
I'm afraid
No,
it's gonna be
yeah,
sparkling.
no, we
It's
just
flat.
make it easier to, recycle and stuff.
And it's a little cold.
Allegedly. No, he doesn't allegedly have. I don't think he has on the plane. Joking.
Backtrack ground tower here, they need you.
Just go out this way.
I didn't even catch how they figured out he was, or is allegedly intoxicated. If anybody knows or caught that, I'm having a hard time hearing. I wish this had subtitles.
Go ahead.
Anybody see those bags that they got now? I'm not well versed in
749.
travel. They got the bags that you can ride on. That's like such a stoner invention. Oh, this is later. Super early. I wonder where this is.
Now, really quickly, like I said, I'm gonna be cool with you. I know it's a shitty scenario. Do you have like a driver's license with you? Like I know you have all your airport credentials with you. I just keep that just for documentational purposes. I hate having 2 phones. And then you mind just taking off the lanyard so I can just take a picture of your Southwest credentials too? I don't believe that they're going to allow you to keep all this at the jail. So we're just going to log into our evidence here. So that way, once you get bailed out, you come back here, there'll be a property sheet and everything. So you'll have to come back out here. Then our evidence custodian will sign your luggage back out to you. Okay?
I guess. How about my wallet?
You can keep that. And then, do you have your phone as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, those they'll let you keep those. Unfortunately, just because it's like big luggage and everything, they don't let people keep that anymore. So, unfortunately, this is the nitty-gritty part. I just have to read you the implied consent law in Georgia. Even though I know your license was out of a different state, you're just currently in Georgia. So the implied consent law for people over the age of 21 states that in the state of Georgia has conditioned people with the privilege to drive upon highways in the state upon the submission to the state-administered chemical test of your blood, breath, or urine, other bodily substances for the purpose of determining you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you refuse this testing, your Georgia driver's license, or in this case your out-of-state license, will be suspended for the privilege of a minimum of 1 year. The refusal to submit blood testing may be offered into evidence against you at trial. If you submit to testing and the results indicate an alcohol concentration of 0.08 grams or more, your Georgia or out-of-state driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of this state may be suspended for a minimum of 1 year. You are entitled to additional chemical tests of your blood.
See, I wonder with like the half-life of alcohol, like if the clock gets ran down, like if it takes so long, can they determine, like, based on whatever he tests at, if he tests positive, like, oh, but at this point while you were about to fly, you were over the legal limit, even though now you're no longer technically, above the legal limit. I don't know if it works that way.
Blood or other bodily substances at your own expense and from qualified personnel of your own choosing. You've already agreed that you did not want to participate in the blood draw. So because of that, I'm now going to detain you. Like I said, as long as you just continue to be cool with me, I'll be cool with you, okay? So you just step over here really quick. Step one. Glasses? Yeah, you can keep these. Step one. If you just want to put it up there with your ID and everything, it'll be all in like a little baggie for you.
Definitely not condoning if he is, again, even a few, man, you're flying up, even if you just had one person on that flight, even if it's just yourself.
pencil again. Just grab a couple.
All right, guys, so the video pretty much ends there, but I wanted to give you a conclusion with what happened. So apparently he was revoked of his certification, and what happened initially that caused this whole thing was a TSA agent alerted the airport police after Alsop appeared intoxicated in the crew screening lane. I didn't even know that they had these screening lanes, but I guess it would make sense, and apparently they're effective because he did go and give blood or do a urine test or whatever he did, and he is no longer employed with Southwest Airlines. All right, guys, if you like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you're interested for more. Appreciate you. Until next time.